Hello and welcome to the Structural Guide platform. In this video, I am going to discuss GATE 2016 question paper. Let's moving to the first question from a structure subject. The question is, in a flat slab, the load is transferred through. So the first option is beam action. Beam action is developed in beam and slab. Membrane action. Membrane action is developed in shell structure. Shell structure. Plate action. Plate action is developed in flat slab and folded plate. Vector action. Vector action is developed in the truss. Vector action is developed in truss. So let's move into the next question. The next question is, superplasticizer is added in a concrete mix to. The first option is reduce the water cement ratio for a given workability. Second option, increase the water cement ratio for a given workability. Reduce the flow, reduce the content of coarse aggregate. Let's first understand what is superplasticizer. Superplasticizer is basically a chemical admixture which is added in the concrete to enhance the workability as well as reduce the water cement ratio. So let's first understand some important chemical admixture that is used in concrete. The accelerating admixture CaCl2, it is used to reduce the setting time. Retarding admixture sodium tartrate and gypsum, this is used to increase the setting time. Water reducing or plasticizer calcium lignosulfonate, this is used to increase the workability. Air entering admixture, that is aluminum powder, and this is used to enhance the insulation property as well as to reduce the self weight, reduce the dead load, right? So the correct answer for this question, superplasticizer is added in a concrete mix to reduce the water cement ratio for a given workability. Let's moving to the next question. Next question is, hoop and meridional forces are associated with. The answer is, it is associated with dome. Why? Because in truss there are only two forces, that is compressive forces and tensile force, compressive and tensile forces, right? In a space frame, the forces are in the form of shear moment as well as axial forces, right? In folded plate, the forces are again shear moment and axial load and axial force. So let's understand what is hoop and meridional forces. So this is a dome. In this figure, in the dome, the load are transferred in the form of meridional forces and hoop forces, right? So let's moving to the next question. The question is, a steel I-beam section is subjected to a bending moment of 96 kN. The moment of inertia of the beam section is 24,000 cm to the power 4. The bending stress at 100 mm above the neutral axis of the beam in megapascal will be. So in this question you have to calculate bending stress bending stress at 100 mm above the neutral axis, 100 mm above the neutral axis. So recall the flexural formula, that is flexural formula. Since bending stress is related to the bending moment, so we can use flexural formula. So the flexural formula, that is m upon I is equals to f upon y. M upon I equals to f upon y. In this formula, m equals to bending moment, m equals to bending moment, I equals to moment of inertia, f equals to bending stress, and y equals to distance from neutral axis where bending stress is desired, right? So look at it in this question. Bending moment is given, that is 96 kilonewton meter, 96 kilonewton meter. The moment of inertia is given, that is 24,000 centimeter to the power 4. Bending stress at 100 mm, so y is equals to 100 mm, and bending stress which I need to calculate. So look at the bending moment, it is given in kilonewton meter, so I am going to convert it is in 96 into 10 to the power 6 Newton mm. Similarly, moment of inertia, again I am going to convert it in mm, so 24,000 into 10 to the power 4 mm to the power 4, and the distance that is already given in mm. So put all this value in flexural formula, that is m upon I is equals to f upon y. Here m equals to 96 into 10 to the power 6 upon I, that is 24,000 into 10 to the power 4, that is equals to f bending stress upon 100 mm. So by solving you will get answer is 40 Newton per mm square, or you can say f equals to 40 megapascal, right? So the answer is 40. The next question is, a 250 mm by 250 mm RCC column is reinforced with 1% steel. That means the size of column is given and the area of reinforcement is given. The permissible compressive stress of concrete and steel are given. The axial load carrying capacity of the column in kilonewton is. Remember one thing here. If the permissible stress are given in this form, that is 8 Newton per mm square and 150 Newton per mm square, means they are asking you to solve this numerical using working stress method. If the compressive stress of concrete and steel are given in terms of FCK and Fy, then you have to use LSM. So let's solve this numerical using working stress method. So the dimension of column is given, that is 250 by 250. So this is the size of column, 250 mm by 250 mm, and it is having a reinforcement of 1% of steel. But the permissible stress is given 8 and 150. So I am writing here the permissible stress in concrete, that is given 8 Newton per mm square, and permissible stress of steel is 150 Newton per mm square. So what is the load carrying capacity of this column? So the load carrying capacity of RCC column is the load carrying capacity of column. I can say the load carrying capacity of column is equals to load carrying capacity of concrete plus load carrying capacity of steel reinforcement, right? The load carrying capacity of steel reinforcement. So look at here. So this hatched portion is of concrete. So in this case, the area of concrete is equals to gross area, that is 250 by 250 mm, minus area of steel, right? So I am naming it area of concrete, that is AC, is equals to 250 by 250 minus area of steel, ASC. Since the reinforcement is there, so you need to minus the area of reinforcement in the total area to calculate the area of concrete. So area of steel reinforcement that is given in this question, that is 1% steel. 1% steel means area of steel is 1% of gross area, that is 1 upon 100 into 250 into 250. So this is 625 mm square. So area of steel is 625. So now you can calculate the area of concrete, that is equals to 250 into 250 minus 625, and that is equals to 61875 mm square, right? So what is the load carrying capacity of the concrete? The load carrying capacity of the concrete is equals to the permissible stress of concrete into the area. The stress into area is equals to the force, or you can say the load carrying capacity. So similarly, for load carrying capacity of a steel reinforcement is equals to permissible stress in steel into area of steel. So I can write the load carrying capacity is equals to the permissible stress in concrete into area of concrete, right, plus permissible stress in steel into area of steel. If you want to remember this thing in the form of formula, you can remember like this: P, the load carrying capacity, is equals to sigma Cc, the permissible stress of concrete in compression, into AC, area of concrete, plus sigma Sc, the permissible stress of steel in compression, into ASC, that is area of steel. And this is the formula of load carrying capacity using working stress method, right? So put all this value. So P is equals to sigma Cc, 8 into area of concrete, that is 61875, plus sigma Sc, 150 Newton per mm square. So 150 into area of steel, that is 625. So it is coming 588750 Newton, or you can say it is equals to 588.75 kilo Newton. So the answer is in kilo Newton. So it is equals to 588.75. So this is what we have to understand from the GATE 2016 question paper. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and share with your friend. Thank you.